With so much talk about techniques, robotic affirmations, visualizations, scripting, so many different techniques that are out there, and they're all powerful. Like I've said in all my videos, they're all powerful, but they're not required. The difference is knowing who you are, knowing why do these techniques even work. This is what I want to really dive into. You've all heard from Neville Goddard that the world is your stage, that you are the actor, director, producer, the writer, you're all of it. You've heard this, almost like it's mumbo jumbo going in one ear out the other, when it's literally telling us what is actually the truth, what's happening. So instead of you watching someone else's movie, I want to walk you through the meaning behind this so that for once and for all, you understand why anything that you say or do will work. So stick with me. You're going to want to watch this video a few times until it really sinks in. Welcome, my name is Rose. Welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you live a life that you love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, you know what to do. All the information is down below. And if you are interested in joining my 6-month platinum program, that begins July 15th, so it's coming up next week. There's plenty of time for you to sign up, so just send me an email or you can go to my website and read all the information in there, okay? I posted a lot of quotes and pictures and different things from the last 6-month program because it really truly is so wonderful how these people transform their lives, okay? So let's get into this because I've been having a lot of fun talking about your movie, that your life is your movie. And I know you guys have heard this. You're a leading lady or you're the leading role in your movie, right? That the world's your stage. You are the ones on the pedestal. You are center stage. I mean, we hear this so much and it's almost like wah, 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 like Snoopy talking. Like anybody can say that, everybody is saying it, and it's heard so much that I feel like it really got lost and watered down. And what people search for are, just tell me how to get my man, tell me how to get my woman, tell me how to get my money, tell me how to get my job, my car, my boat, my whatever. Just tell me how to get the body, tell me how to get, just tell me. I don't care about any of that stuff. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Even to the point where you might even hear to pay other people to manifest you. So what I hear a lot, and this is coming from a lot of new clients that I have that have been working with, I guess, tons of other coaches, watching tons of other channels. And when I hear them coming to me, I can hear how distracted, confused, and anxious, and sad, and disappointed they feel because they really put all of their time, their money, their energy into a technique, a process, a course, something, and feeling like they didn't get what they wanted still. And the reason behind that is because you're not focused on the real you. You are focused still on your thoughts and feelings, your body. You're focused on the 3D. You're focused on everything else but you. And I get it. Many of you guys know that I'm a mom, and for the longest time, it was very difficult for me not to focus on my son. I cared more about him being happy than I cared about me being happy. And when I realized that, like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how many people told me not to do it. It didn't matter if I read books. It didn't matter that I was that I have that psychotherapy background. It doesn't matter, because until you see it for yourself, that's when you'll make the change. And this is what I intend for all of you to see in this video, for you, each of you, to make the change in your own life, that it all comes back to you. You are the source of all things in your life. You are the only source. And that same source that I'm talking about is the same source. There's only one. There's only one power, one God, one source, and that is who we all are, having a different, unique experience Okay, well, people get confused. It's like everyone is having the same experience, that everybody has this power. How are they going to get what they want when I want something different, blah, blah, blah. This is where this beautiful analogy that the world is your stage, it brings you back to focus on you, which is what I've done with several clients, and it's really moved them, where they put the focus back on them, not out of force, not out of convincing myself that I am pretty, I am good enough, I am smart enough, I'm rich, I am wanted. Nothing wrong with those things. But it was coming from a place of like forcing yourself, trying to reprogram yourself to feel better, to have this different, it's not even self-concept, what Neville Goddard was talking about. It's not even self-concept. It's more about just like self-development, like evolving, trying to make yourself better from what you used to be. This is not what self-concept is. Self-concept is recognizing that you are the one and only source of your reality, and that you get to choose and select who you want to be. You don't have to brainwash yourself in when you make a choice, when you make a selection, when you know that you are all choices, all possibilities. And how do you know that? Is by identifying as who you truly are, as God, source, infinite intelligence. You are identifying as that, not as this physical body full of thoughts, feelings, experiencing time and space and all the other laws of the universe. You are not those. Those are within consciousness. And this is where I want to get more clear on in this video. So for starters, Neville Goddard read a lot. Okay, he read a lot of different authors, a lot of different spiritual teachers, including Shakespeare. Okay, all the world is a stage. That's a quote by Shakespeare that Neville Goddard actually quotes in one of his lectures. I've never had this insistency on saying that Neville Goddard is the end-all be-all, or Joseph Murphy is the end-all be-all. I don't think anybody's the end-all be-all. I don't think any coach, any teacher, any book is the end-all be-all. I'm the end-all be-all in my reality, in my life. That is what I always turn to, and that is what I encourage all of you to do. Learn from teachers, learn from coaches, but they do not have the definitive final answer, the best way, the easiest way. That's you. That is you, my friends. You are the final answer. You are the definitive way. You are the one that can come up with the easiest way for you, because it is your reality, your life, your personality, your experience, and no one can tell you what to do and how to do it. That is your job, your choice, your free will. Okay, so Neville says the purpose of this play called life is to awaken in us the actor, God. For all of you who are wondering what your purpose is, that's what we're doing. We're awakening the actor within us, which is God. And with that, we begin to realize, oh wait, all this time I thought my thoughts and feelings in my body was who I am. It's not. That's the actor. That's God acting as these personalities. So the actor, and I love talking to my people that are in the movie industries, and they're in theater, in play, in music and all this, because they relate really well to these. And even people that are not, that I've been talking to about, they're just like, ooh, I like this so much. Even though you've heard it before, listen to it again, maybe with a different ear, in a different reality that you're now in. Allow yourself to open up and hear it differently this time. Intend that for yourself right now. So an actor is the one choosing what personality, right? Is the one feeling, is the one thinking, and it's the one experiencing what it chooses. So that's the actor's role. The actor gets to decide. If you're in a movie and you're assigned a character in the movie, you get to decide how this actor feels, thinks, walks, talks, eats, likes, dislikes, right? You're the one that's deciding based off of what? They say, oh, well, your actor's name is Maria, or your actor's name is Bob, right? And then this is like the outline of what this person is in this movie, but then they go run with it. They go create what this person likes, what they don't like, how they think, how they walk, all their little habits, all their quirks, and they embody those. They become those very easily too, because they love it. They love getting into their character. Well, this is what we're all doing. And we can select any character or self-concept that you want to, if you want to call that you want. You can change it any moment. In fact, you are changing every moment. But what happens is you think that you keep seeing the same version of you because you just keep selecting the same version of you. When I had a conversation with a new client last night, I was talking to her too, and she said, as she was speaking, I said, you've done this again. I said, you've said this several times in our talk already. You're expecting to be disappointed. You're expecting to be let down. You're expecting, as much as you affirm, you can affirm all day long. You can affirm all day long, and there's nothing wrong with it. But let me tell you, like this person, it was expecting for things not to work. She was expecting to not get what she wanted. She wanted what she wanted, but what her real belief is expecting for it not to work. So it's not about catching your thoughts, catching your feelings. Her strong belief is like things don't work for her, that she does not get what she wants. So it doesn't matter how much she affirmed, because she was just fighting against her, and she was like, whoa, you can see it washed right over her, and she's just like, I'm done with that, because it's true. That's exactly how I feel. And it's really easy to shift into a version of you that does expect things to work out, and that's what we did, is I walked her through that. Okay, so remember, the actor is God. That is what we're doing. Our purpose is to awaken in us the actor, which is God. Okay, but the actor is acting all kinds of characters. We can be any character we want to. Okay, the producer oversees a production. It's the observer. It's awareness. That's you. You're the awareness. You're aware of, you're overseeing everything. And in movies and plays, that's with finances, with budgets and all that kind of stuff, right? But in what we're talking about, that's the awareness, the observer that's observing everything that's happening, observing the actor, observing what's going on, observing the behaviors, observing the choices, observing. The observer's quiet, okay? Quiet. So, and then there's the director, which selects actors and crew members, or those who select the actors. The director is always, always overseeing and is the one in charge of selecting how actors are going to behave or interact. They're directing where they go, how they walk, where they go, right? Even though the actors get to select how they behave and what their character's like, the director will come in and say, you know what, let's have your character do this now and do that, okay? Stick with me, because we're going to use these. And then the stage is the world. It's your life experience. It's the 3D. The world is your stage. It's your life. It's your experience. That's what the stage is. So remember, the purpose of this play is to awaken us, the actor, God, in us. All the world is a stage. Shakespeare. Remember these things, okay? So you equals to play all parts. So you play all of these parts. You're not just, many of you are confusing yourself thinking that you're just the actor. This is where people get sucked into the thoughts and feelings and start flipping thoughts and trying to figure out their core beliefs and try to flip those and change those, and trying to change the self-concept of the actor. And you think that this is all you are. You think that you are only the actor. You think that that's who and what you are. And this is where many people remain and get stuck here, because they think that's who they are. And that whatever character you are in, you think you're stuck with her and you have to fix her, heal her, change her, improve her, evolve her, make her more spiritual, make her more aware. You have to do things to him. You have to fix him. You have to change his body. You have to do things. So why? So that you can get what you want. Forgetting that the actor is just one of many roles that you play. But all the focus is on being the actor. Do you see where many of you get stuck? Because remember, the actor is the one that feels things, thinks things, experiences things. But that's just a role. That's not who you are. This is really good, right? So you play all parts. They all are within consciousness. All the parts, and even I forgot the writer, okay? In here, the writer's in there too. But you play all parts. All those parts are within consciousness. You are consciousness. You are not the feeling, thinking body. You are consciousness. You are the observer. You are the director. You're the one selecting the actors. You are selecting who you are, what role you want to play. You are playing all of these parts, and you're the stage itself. It's all coming from within you. That's why you hear everyone is you pushed out, and everything in person is you pushed out. It's the way that you're experiencing them. Remember, you're selecting all of it. Okay, it doesn't mean you're responsible for every ladybug and mosquito flying around. It's all coming from your beliefs. It's all coming from the story within you. So you don't have to feel like this is a heavy responsibility. This is a fun thing that we all get to do, that we get to change our role like this. But many of you feel like you're stuck, and that that the role that you're in, it's solid and it's immovable, it's concrete, and it's all you know since the day you were born. It's who you've been told you are, and that you can't change it, or that something's wrong and you try to change yourself. This is why, because you're still identifying only as the actor, and forgetting that even the actor has the ability to change its role into anything. Okay, so you are not just a body. That body is within you. This body is within consciousness. Your body is within consciousness. And remember that consciousness is the one power, one source. There's only one, really, there's one body, one mind, one thought, one love, one everything. And we are all in it, playing all these different little roles in our own movies. I have my movie, you have your movie, they have their movie. Everyone has their movie, and everyone is playing a role in my movie, and everyone's playing a role in your movie. We're all like helping each other out. However, actor, okay, is your personality that you choose. You choose to cast in your movie. So remember, you're the director, so you actually hire the casting directors. That's you. That's your role too. So you have to cast yourself. You have to cast your own self in your own movie. You got to decide, well, who do I choose to be? What is my character like? What is my personality like? This is what self-concept means. It's like changing who you desire to be. It's not forcing, it's not convincing the one and only character to become better, to have better confidence, to think higher thoughts about herself, because she struggles and she just can't go from feeling insecure to knowing she's God. I heard somebody say that once, that, oh, go ahead and try it, and yeah, by all means it works, but for most people that's not going to work. And I'm like, whoa, that's some BS. because this is all we are. We are infinite God. It's who are you identifying as? Are you still stuck as identifying as a character? Or are you choosing to identify yourself as the real you? Awareness. My awareness of being is God. I love that quote from Neville. So remember, you're the actor, the personality that you choose, and you just didn't realize that you chose to be the personality that you are right now, okay? But that you choose to cast in your movie. This is your movie. Your life, your reality is your movie, not anyone else's. Your movie is not my movie. My movie is not your movie. Do you see? I'm in charge of my movie and everything and everyone in it. And I'm not meaning I'm responsible for everything and everyone in it. I'm responsible for how I perceive everything and everyone in my movie based off of how I describe myself, okay? So everyone is playing their role you give them through your actor person. So if you decide to call yourself the victim or the insecure version of you or the struggling you that, oh, my whole family have always struggled, that's a story, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with your choice. And there's nothing wrong with that experience. However, all the people in your movie are going to respond to that actress role or actor role that you say that you are. But if you see yourself as happy and successful and fun and light and whatever, then everyone in your movie is going to reflect that new role, like that fast, you guys. It's not about changing others. It's about changing yourself. It's about you identifying yourself as who you want to be. And when you choose who you want to be, many of you look for the thoughts and feelings to instantly change. And sometimes they do, and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is who you keep going back to choosing and saying, I'm this version of me now. This is who I am now. Do you see? So when you change and you choose who you want to be, that personality, the thoughts and the feelings, they actually happen for you. You don't have to force new thoughts and feelings. You don't have to conjure up the feeling of what's it like to be this person. You don't have to force yourself to think things, to change your beliefs so that you can become that new person that you chose. You simply choose the desired version that you want to be, and your thoughts and feelings automatically move with you. You're not even doing that. Like, can we talk about how lazy our job is? All we have to do is choose, and our higher self even helps us with thoughts and feelings that now align with that new personality, that new character. We don't even have to do that. So for all of you trying to change all your thoughts and feelings, let yourself off the hook. You're only choosing. But when you're choosing from desperado, thinking that you're this little actor and you're trying to improve her, I get it. You may have to do the 10,000 affirmation a day to convince yourself. It's a hell of a lot of work. But when you identify yourself as all personalities, all possibilities, that you play all the roles, that you are everything, and that you are everything, but you're none of those. You're untouchable. Who you are is untouchable and unlimited. When you have that identity and then you choose a different character, you don't have to sit around and affirm 150,000 times a day. If you want to, go ahead, but I'm just telling you, you don't have to, okay? So everyone is playing their role. Okay, so imagine, and I like doing this too, right, is I share with my clients, imagine everyone in your life, everyone and everything is asking you, everyone and everything, your body, money, people, everything and everyone is constantly asking you all the time, who am I to you, Rose? Even if you see something you don't like, in your mind, hear them asking, or hear the situation or the circumstances asking you, okay, this is what it's like. Somehow, some way, we're doing what you told us to do. Okay, good, accepted that. Got it. Whether I like it or not, I accept that I'm the one that did it. And sometimes it's a big old fat horse pill to swallow, but I get it. I accept it. I did it. But now who do you say that I am to you? Who am I in your movie? Who am I? What role do you want me to play in your movie, Rose? What role do you want me to play? And what about me? You forgot about me. What about me? Do you want me? What am I supposed to do in the movie? Do you see? That's how I view everyone and everything in my life now. I look at everything always asking me what I want. What do I want? Including I ask myself, what do I want? Do you see how this is not about others? And what I've noticed, and this includes people, money, your body, because there's only one answer to who do you say I am. It's one mind. We are all in that one mind. We're all connected. So so one thing that I wanted to mention is when I'm talking to several clients about this, I noticed that they're constantly trying to explain to me about their SP, what their SP is doing, what they saw on their social media, what they are doing, what they said before, what they think they might say, and or what happened at work, or what happened with the bank account, or what the bank account's reflecting, what the bank account's showing, right? Or what the doctor is showing and saying. And I said, wow, you're really doing a great job at watching everyone else's movie. You're watching your SP's movie, you're watching the bank's movie, you're watching the doctor's movie, you're watching everyone else's movie. It's like you're sitting down watching everyone else have a life, a movie, thinking that you don't have one. But really what's happening is you're still the leading person in your role. You're still the main character in your movie that you're describing. As you're the character that watches everyone else get what they want. You're the character that watches others having their movie, having their life, their thoughts, their choices, their decisions. They're doing what they want. They're telling you what's up. They're telling no or yes. They're the ones telling you. You're just playing the role of that person. But you're still the leading character. I know many of you have watched different movies where the main character role is victim. Oh, poor me. Oh, my past, right? I know you've all seen that movie, right? That's all that's going on. It's like that main character is still the main character of the movie. But what's going on is you're the character that watches everyone else and cares about what everyone else is doing and what they're thinking, and you're trying to get them to change. You're trying to wait for them to come to you. This is what I have seen a lot with my new clients recently. Instead, they think that their affirming is making themselves the main character. No, they're just still that person trying to get their character to be different, to be changed. They still haven't changed. They're trying to change it. They think they're changing it. Instead of saying, you know what? No, everyone in my movie is in my movie. This is my life, my reality, my movie. Okay, and everyone in my movie, now I'm going to choose that everyone's constantly asking me what role that I want them to play in my movie. Do you see the difference? And I don't mean verbally. I mean within you deciding, okay, no, this is my reality, in my movie, everybody loves me. In my movie, I'm the one that's always successful. In my movie, everything always goes my way. In my movie, whoever I want wants me more. In my movie, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is my main character vibe. This is who I am. Do you see? I'm now putting all the focus on me, and I'm even using money, people, things, circumstances to imagine them asking me what role I want them to play in my life. Now I'm still putting all the focus on me. I'm not making it about them, what they're said, what they're doing. But they said this, but they said that, and I'm like, even if it's like one client said there was a third party, and I said, first of all, I said, what's that? I said, that can only exist in your reality if you say that's a thing, period. Okay, secondly, I said, she's in your movie. Imagine her saying, what do you want me to play in your movie? Oh, you play the part of, you're part of how we get back together. You're part of this. You're part of how we are together. That's what your role is. Okay, there you go. You see that fake sunset at the end of the stage over there, that big prop, that mural that someone drew so beautifully? I want your job is to start walking towards that fake sunset prop thing. Go. That's your job. You can decide anything you want to, because everyone literally is waiting for you to decide who they are, what the money is, what the circumstances are in your movie. Instead, you sit around and wait and say, but they said this, but this is happening, but the bank said this, but this is happening. And then you do it for 2 seconds and you're like, well, nothing changed. It can't, because you're still playing that role of the person, that the girl or the boy that doesn't get what she wants. Do you see? You're like, no, in my movie, I'm a badass. In my movie, I get everything that I want. That's how it is. So what you do is you once you choose who you are in your own damn movie, this is your movie. Stop making this movie about everybody else, okay? Once you choose to trust in your choice, no matter what, as the only cause of your reality. Notice the difference. It's not just, I'm going to choose what I want over and over and over and over and over all day long. But what I see a lot of people do is they say they did that for weeks, months, sometimes years, and nothing happens, because they're not doing it as the one and only cause of their reality, as the one and only authority of their life, as the director, producer, the writer, the actor. I am all of it. No one else can play a hand in selecting for me. No one gets to deny me. No one gets to reject me. No, I have no competition. I don't have competition. I am it. I am the leading person in my movie. Do you see? So once you make a decision in your movie, stick to it. But what happens is, will you choose to believe in your choice? Will you believe in what you just said? Stop trying to fix yourself. Well, I don't know. I've never been able to believe in myself, so maybe I need to go fix that. No, no. You keep choosing in what you chose as the one and only truth, because that's why the Bible, Jesus said, I am the truth. I am the way. I am it. There is no other. It's I am. There's no, stop trying to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. You're not broken. So when you make a choice, believe in what you said is the one and only truth, and there is no other truth. There's no optional truth. There's no multiple truth. You are the truth. There is only one truth, and that is what you assume and choose. But just because a day goes by, a week goes by, or a month goes by, you're just like, well, I guess it didn't work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. There you go again, going off the cliff. Do you see? Instead, say, no, no. I made a decision, and what I say is final. Only what I choose is the truth, period. I don't care what's going on. I don't care about my thoughts and feelings. I don't need to fix myself. No, no, no. I am the truth. What I say is the truth, period, period. All right, my loves, I intend this video is helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for leaving your comments. Thank you for subscribing to The Rosey Life. Thank you for liking the video, and thank you so much for all the members. I'm having so much fun in the Q&A with you guys, and there'll be more videos for the regular membership channel as well. And I will see you soon. Bye.